how do I regulate my nervous system from not panicking that my mind thinks it's going into starvation mode? I felt great during those lower calorie weeks, but noticed a panic when I dropped more weight, and then I would sabotage it a bit. So Leah, there's a really simple answer to this. You don't need to regulate your central nervous system. You just need to train your body that it's okay to eat lower calories. So here's a little experiment, right? I want everybody, if you can, if you want to join in, you don't have to, right? It's not mandatory. But if you're wearing a watch right now, okay, I wear a watch on my left wrist. I want you to take your watch off and I want you to put it on your right wrist. Just bear with me, right? First of all, I'm trying to put it on my right wrist. And now I'm like, and normally when I put this watch on, it's so easy. I know how to fasten it, right? But now I'm like, oh, how do I fasten it? Like even fastening it is like, if I put it on here, my body goes into, I can like push it in. I'm like, oh yeah, you clip it in and then you push it through, right? I don't even have to think about it. Clip it in, push it through. I just went to put that on my right wrist and I'm like, how does it go? Does it push? Does my brain doesn't even know how to fasten it on my right wrist. But let's try it. Okay, now that I did it on the left, I know how to do it on the right. So I'm clipping it in and I'm fastening it. Okay, no, it's too tight. I put it on too tight. Right. So, but do this with me if you can. If you're wearing a watch or something else that you would wear routinely, maybe your Oura ring, right? Take your Oura ring off and put it on your other hand, your other finger. Okay, now I have my watch on there. How does that feel? Feels weird, right? Doesn't it feel screwy? You're like, for me, it's like, oh, does it always dig into my wrist bone like that? Does it? And it feels heavy and it feels like it's in the, I am aware of this watch on my wrist. I wasn't even aware of it on my left hand. So, but here's what would happen. If I started wearing that watch on that wrist within 7 days, maybe sooner, I'm guessing, but certainly within 7 days, I probably wouldn't notice it as much. And within 30 days, if I had to take that off and on, my body would have just do it. Like I couldn't even get the damn thing on because I wasn't sure, did I clip it in first and then push it? Or like my brain had to relearn putting my watch on because I simply put it on the other side. That's what it's like when you start something new. It's not that it's particularly hard, and I really want to take this off now and put it back on the left. Isn't that fine? I'm like, no, I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to keep it there. Force myself. So that's such a good example of how the brain responds to change. We go, like, that's a watch. I could be like, oh my God, it's so hard. Like, but my brain doesn't know. But oh my God, but my brain doesn't know how to fasten the watch. There's something wrong with me. Like I must be broken in some way because I didn't know how to fasten that. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, is the right side of my brain not working and the left side is? And oh, this just feels wrong. It feels like maybe my wrist is broken. Maybe the nerve endings on my right side aren't firing correctly. Or maybe they're not firing on the left. Maybe I should be feeling it more. Like, do you see how I could completely overcomplicate that? Other than it's just, I put my watch on my right, now it feels a bit weird. But we would never think that. Like if I said to you, I put my watch on my right and it feels weird, practically every single person would hear would go, yeah, I know what that's like. It feels weird when you do something different, but you know what? You'll get used to it in a few days. And if I asked anyone here, how long will it be until I'm used to it? You'd say, oh, a few days, you'll be used to it. Don't worry, it'll be fine. But yeah, when it comes to fitness and the calories drop, we're like, oh my God, this is so, like, I feel this feel in my body and we start to panic. Forgetting it's dropping your calories is literally like moving your watch from your left wrist to your right. It's exactly the same process. The brain is resistant to change. So it doesn't matter if you're moving your watch, moving your ring, if you're starting a new program, if you're going from gym workouts to dumbbell workouts, because let's face it, a lot of you here gym bunnies were a wee bit resistant to working at home with the dumbbells, thought you might not work as hard till you were in the session with Auntie Kim, and then you realized. Yeah, so that's all the brain does. The brain gets resistant to change. And then the brain tries to get you to go back to what you were doing before because it doesn't like or understand this. The brain's job is to keep you comfortable. And how the brain keeps you comfortable is by keeping you doing what you were doing before. So if you change and it's suddenly hard, it doesn't mean that it's wrong or hurtful or harmful, which is what many of us believe. You know, it's like, oh my God, when I was eating 1,200 calories a day, like, you know, I was dizzy and I was constantly hungry. I'm like, so it's just a body feeling. But let me tell you what happens when you consistently eat low calories, which is what I do. Your brain adapts. Your brain goes, oh, okay, so this is what This is how we do life now. And so when you're hungry, your brain doesn't panic. You just go, oh wow, I'm hungry. But your brain doesn't send alarm bells, doesn't like ring alarm bells and send signals to your, like panic signals that you need to eat. Your brain just accepts the fact that, oh yeah, this hunger feeling is normal. This is part of life now. So that's what happens, Leah. It's not about adapting your central nervous system or regulating it from not panicking. It's about understanding how the brain works. The brain works by keeping you, it wants to keep you exactly the same. But here's why this is so powerful. Because once training all the time and doing cardio all the time and eating lower calories or healthier calories all the time, once you do that consistently, then not doing it becomes painful. Da, 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 da. So not training becomes like hard. Like, look how many of you here are panicking about taking a week off, right? And it's only the people who've been training for a long time are panicking about taking a week off because they're thinking about taking a week off and the brain's going, no, 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 that's not what we do. We train all the time, every day, intensely. Intensely every day. We have the heart rate spike, we have the muscular soreness, we have like the go, 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 go. Don't you dare try. No, 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 this is comfortable. This is what we know. This is habitual for us. It's a homeostatic norm. Don't you dare take a week off. You're all panicking about taking a week off because you think you're going to ruin your gains. No, no, no. That's just your brain sending alarm signals and then you applying logic on top of the signal, thinking that because you're feeling this way, it must be bad for you. No, none of that. Your brain is just resistant to change. So, but the beautiful thing about knowing that your brain wants to create homeostatic norm and is resistant to change is you can just go, oh, I think I'm going to change. And then, all these reasons and things come up as to why you should not change. And you can be like, oh, there's my brain trying to keep me safe and comfortable again. Thanks, brain. But it's okay. I've decided that I'm going to do this and I'm not going to listen to you. It's not dangerous, right? It's not going to harm me. I'm smarter than you. And then you can just do it. So, and this is really uncomfortable, FYI. I am so aware of this watch on my wrist. I want to take it off immediately. My brain is actually, this actually feels like a vice on my wrist. That's how it feels. It's actually triggering, like it's literally triggering such not a reaction in me, but I'm like, oh, really? This feels so incredibly wrong that I need to remove it ASAP, but I'm not going to because I know it's just my brain. And I'm weird. I'll do things like this sometimes. I'll like fold my arms. Remember I got you the other week to fold your arms the opposite way? Or was that in the menopause call? I can't remember. Got everybody to fold their arms the screwy way. Can't remember if that was the Tuesday one. Or if you ever, whenever you clasp your hands the opposite way, like put your other finger on top. So I will routinely do this. When I cross my arms, I will force myself to cross my arms the wrong way. And when I first started doing this, it was like, I had to go like this, right? I would cross my arms and then I would go. I actually didn't know how to cross my arms the opposite way. And I'm frozen. That's so annoying it does that. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm frozen, like grimacing at the screen. So, but anyway, it always happens at 5 o'clock. For some reason, at 5 o'clock, it freezes. Here, it's 5 p.m. here. Now that I cross my arms the opposite way all the time, it feels normal. When I first started doing it, I actually got a pain in my shoulder. How weird is that? But that's my brain going, we don't cross our arms that way. That is not comforting to us. Cross them back. But now that I cross them this way, it's totally fine. Now when I cross my fingers, I put my other finger on top. I do all of these weird things. I cross my legs the opposite way. So we habitually do things one way and when we try to do it the opposite way, the brain doesn't like it.